America is not collapsing by accident, and it's not destroying itself by choice. Something or someone is breaking this country down, slowly, silently, piece by piece. In just the first 10 months of 2025, over 5,400 stores have shut down. Suicide rates have reached the highest point in 50 years. Mortgage delinquencies have jumped 37%, and nearly 20 million families can't pay their basic utility bills. At the same time, foreign powers are stepping away from the US dollar. Banks are nervous. The Federal Reserve is cornered, and even federal agencies admit they can no longer control internal threats like they used to. If you believe someone will come and fix all this, you are already behind, because what's coming next will change life in America forever. The elite don't rely on speeches, news headlines, or government announcements. They study one thing: risk. And no one understands risk better than the insurance industry. Across the U.S., 83% of property insurance companies have quietly raised premiums, removed entire zip codes, or abandoned entire states. Florida now has average home insurance premiums of $6,000 a year, 4 times the national average. California, many companies have left completely. People think this is because of storms or fires, but insiders know the truth. It's not only natural disasters, it's civil unrest, failing infrastructure, and a financial system that's cracking underneath the surface. Insurance companies think 5 to 10 years ahead, and the future they see is not bright. Since 2017, disaster payouts have tripled. In the 1990s, America averaged $3 billion disasters per year. By 2024, that number crossed 20. They see the collapse before anyone else, and they are quietly stepping back, while you're paying the price. Most Americans still believe the national power grid is like a fortress, with layers of backups and engineers watching it 24/7. But the truth is, the grid is so fragile now that one unusual heat wave or one harsher than normal winter can take it down. This year alone, the North American Electric Reliability Corporation issued 3 major blackout warnings, and the year isn't even over. In 2023, nearly a quarter of Americans experienced a blackout lasting more than 8 hours, not because of weather, but because of old equipment, overloaded systems, and exploding demand. The U.S. grid was designed in the 1950s. Today, 90% of transformers must be imported, and replacing one transformer can take up to 2 years. A cyber attack, natural disaster, or coordinated strike destroying just 10% of key transformers could shut down regions of America for not days, not weeks, but months, even years. Imagine life with no lights, no heating, no refrigeration, no internet, no water pumps, hospitals losing oxygen supply. DHS already admitted, in a major winter emergency, the grid can meet only 40% of demand. 40%. That's not a prediction, it's their own report. Meanwhile, foreign adversaries are probing the grid every day. In 2024 alone, over 15,000 cyber attacks targeted U.S. energy systems, a 450% increase in just 2 years. The next blackout may not be just a storm, it may be something far more intentional. Walk through any mall, town center, or shopping district today, and you'll see the future. Closed stores, empty parking lots, for lease signs everywhere. Retail is the first warning signal of an economic collapse, and right now, that warning signal is screaming. In the first 6 months of 2025, over 3,500 major retail stores shut down. Walgreens, Macy's, Family Dollar, Rite Aid, Foot Locker, one after another. Here's the scary part. Many of these stores were still profitable, but the new economic reality is so harsh that profitable is no longer enough to survive. Why? Because the American middle class is disappearing. People have no extra cash, wages are stuck, Prices keep rising. Credit card debt is exploding. Credit card delinquency is now 10.7%, the highest in 12 years. Millions are using credit cards just to buy groceries. The average family owes $11,000 in credit card debt, with interest rates around 21%. Mathematically, this debt cannot be repaid. So retail collapses, jobs vanish, supply chains break, and communities turn into ghost towns. This collapse doesn't happen overnight. It spreads quietly, store by store, town by town, until it reaches your doorstep. For generations, the home was the symbol of the American dream. Today, it has become the American burden. Mortgage rates near 8% have pushed monthly payments up by 20%. Families are paying $800 to $1,200 more for the same home, with the same income. By mid-2025, mortgage defaults rose 37%, even among families who never missed payments before. But the deadliest hit is coming from home insurance premiums. In 5 years, they've increased by 68%. In some parts of Florida, Texas, and California, they have doubled. People can't afford to keep their homes, but they also can't sell them because buyers refuse to take on impossible insurance costs. From the outside, the housing market looks stable, but inside, it's rotting. Millions are late on payments, rents are at record highs, supply is low, demand is collapsing. Experts say this is not a 2008-style crash. This is a silent crash where people break before the market does. The most frightening statistic of 2025 is not inflation, not interest rates, not retail collapse. It's mental health. Suicide rates are at a 50-year high. Behind that number are millions of broken lives, silent suffering, and people who no longer believe in tomorrow. Why? 4 fires are burning inside Americans. 1. Economic pressure. Bills rising, debt increasing, income stuck, jobs unstable. 2. Loneliness. The more digitally connected people become, the more emotionally disconnected they feel. 3. Social division. Politics, race, ideology, everything is turning neighbor against neighbor. 4. Collapse of trust. People no longer trust institutions, the media, or even their own communities. And when trust collapses, society collapses soon after. America's mental health system is already overwhelmed. Too few doctors, too expensive therapy, months-long waiting lists, insurance that won't cover anything meaningful. When people break, there's nowhere for them to go. America's facing a crisis far bigger than one sector, one disaster, or one political issue. This is an internal collapse, economic, social, psychological, all happening at the same time. Most people will not prepare. Most people will wait. Most people will realize the truth only when their phone dies, their heater stops, their streets empty, and an unfamiliar silence fills the air. But by then, it will already be too late. If you're watching this, you're ahead of the collapse. Prepare now. Stay aware. Stay ready. Because what's coming to America is bigger than anything this nation has faced in generations.